Hello, friends, and welcome back to Morning Meeting. I'm Miss Mary, and I am so happy you're here today. Friends, have you ever had somebody tell you that you couldn't do something? Yeah, me too. Today, we are reading Not Quite Snow White, written by Ashley Franklin and illustrated by Ebony Glenn. So let's see if this book can help us figure out what to do in those situations. Let's get started. For Tameika, it was always the right time and place to dance and sing. Tameika had a hip rolling happy dance, a swayful sad dance, a stomping mad dance, and a hair flicking just because she felt fabulous dance. She sang high with the tweeting birds and low with the croaking frogs. She always shared her love for music and movement with an audience, stuffed and unstuffed. Tameika loved the stage. It was her perfect place. She was the star of every show, and she loved every show that she starred in. She had been a cucumber, a space cowgirl, a dinosaur, and her favorite part, a singing mermaid. On stage, Tameika felt like she could be anything or anyone she wanted to be, but she had never been a princess. Now she would finally have her chance. The flyer says Mulberry's premiere, first Snow White the musical, auditions tomorrow. Do you think Tameika's gonna audition for Snow White? Let's see. Tameika was so excited that she went to both days of auditions for the Snow White musical. On the first day, she arrived super early. She helped friends with their lines, kept count for the dancers, and shooed butterflies from nervous tummies so songs could be sung. Tameika seems very helpful. After the audition, Tameika heard some of the other kids whispering, "She can't be Snow White. She's too tall. She's much too chubby. And she's too brown." How do you think Tameika feels right now? Tameika looked at her legs. They were long. Maybe the kids were right. A princess shouldn't be taller than her prince. Should she? She looked at her belly. Maybe what the kids said was true. She could not remember any chubby princesses. Tameika looked at her skin. She was brown. How could a girl with brown skin play a princess like Snow White? Could those kids be wrong? Maybe she was wrong for wanting to be this princess. Tameika slouched and sucked in her belly. She tried pulling down her sleeves, but there was no getting around being brown. For the first time, she didn't feel like dancing or singing. Look at her. She's sitting on the bus not talking to anybody, just sitting by herself. At dinner, Tameika didn't tap her feet or clang rhythms with her spoons. "Is something wrong?" asked her mom. "The other kids said I'm too tall, too chubby, and too brown. I'm not right for Snow White," said Tameika. "You've got it all wrong," Mom said. "You are tall enough, chubby enough, and brown enough to be a perfect princess." "Besides," said her dad, "Snow White is just pretend. You've always been my real princess. You're just enough for all the right stuff." He kissed Tameika on her forehead. Tameika smiled. Maybe her parents were onto something. At the audition the next day, Tameika watched all the other kids get on stage and do their best. It was Tameika's turn at last. She remembered what her parents had said, but her long legs were still a little jittery. She closed her eyes and imagined she was singing and dancing for her favorite audience of friends, stuffed and unstuffed. Then she remembered the joy she felt when performing. Tameika knew she could do it, and I believe she can do it too. And she did. She shone like the star she was. She could act, she could dance, she could sing. She loved herself as much as she loved music and movement. Tameika was a perfectly poised princess. When her audition was over, Tameika looked out at the smiling faces. Tameika wasn't too much of anything. Maybe she was just enough for all the right stuff. The end. Wow, friends. Tameika had got really sad when she overheard the other kids talking about how she couldn't be Snow White because of her skin color, because she was too tall, and that she was too chubby. But luckily for Tameika, she talked about how she was feeling, and her parents were able to let her know that she was the perfect princess and that she would go to that audition and kill it. And y'all, she did just that. So friends, if someone ever tells you that you're too brown or you're too tall or you're too short, friends, don't listen to them, because you are perfect the way you are, and you can be anything you want to be, even a princess, just like Tameika was in the book. Well, friends, that is all the time that we have for today. I am so happy that you were able to join me in reading Not Quite Snow White. Remember, friends, it's a great day to have a great day, so go and make today great. I'll see you next time. Bye.